Question number 146. Select the incorrect statement in following given options in relation to human kidney. In relation to human kidney, you have to find out an incorrect statement. The very first statement is glomerular filtrate is isotonic in comparison to blood plasma, and this is a correct statement, so cannot be a correct answer to our question, because we know that PCT is permeable to electrolyte, water as well as other substances. Osmolarity in PCT remains unchanged, and filtrate which is formed in this PCT is isotonic to blood plasma. So this is a correct statement and is an incorrect option. The next statement is due to maximum absorption in PCT filtrate becomes hypertonic, and this is incorrect because we know that maximum reabsorption and not absorption occurs in PCT, and the filtrate become isotonic rather than hypertonic. So this is an incorrect statement and is a correct answer to our question. The next statement is active secretion of hydrogen ions and potassium ions takes place in DCT, and as you can see here in the diagram given in your NCERT book also, that there is active secretion of potassium ions as well as hydrogen ions in DCT. So this is a correct statement, but it cannot be the correct answer to our question. Our last statement is some amount of urea passes from collecting duct to medullary interstitium and enters ascending limb of loop of Henle. And as you can see here, that this urea passes from this collecting duct to medullary interstitium and then it enters the ascending limb of loop of Henle here. So this is a correct statement but cannot be the correct answer to our question. So the correct answer for this question is option number 2. Let's discuss our next question. Question number 147. Find the odd one among the following substances which promote or are involved in coagulation of blood. So we have to find out the odd one out among the options which are given here. Now the very first option given is thrombin, and thrombin helps in the conversion of fibrinogen into fibrin during blood clotting. So this cannot be a correct answer because it is involved in coagulation of blood. The next option is heparin, and heparin is an anticoagulant. So this will not promote or involve in coagulation of blood. So this is a correct answer to our question. The next option is calcium, and it is in the presence of this calcium which is a clotting factor that this coagulation of blood occurs. So this cannot be a correct answer. And last option is thrombokinase, and this thrombokinase is an enzyme which catalyzes the conversion of prothrombin into thrombin. So this is involved in coagulation of blood. So this cannot be a correct answer. So the correct answer to our question is option number 2, heparin, because it's an anticoagulant and not involved in coagulation of blood. So let's proceed to the next question. Question number 148. How many among the given statements are incorrect? And the very first statement is all of the nodal tissue in human heart is capable of generating 70 to 75 action potentials in a minute. And this statement is incorrect because although all of the nodal tissue are capable of generating action potentials, but they are not capable of generating 70 to 75 action potential in a minute. So our first statement is incorrect because we know that different nodal tissues are capable of generating action potentials at different rate. Our next statement is lymph is devoid of all formed elements of blood, and this is an incorrect statement because lymphocytes are present in lymph. Our next statement is cardiac output is defined as the volume of blood pumped by each ventricle in a cardiac cycle, and this is an incorrect statement because the volume of blood pumped by each ventricle in a cardiac cycle is known as stroke volume and not cardiac output. Our next statement is wall of left ventricle is thickest among all 4 chambers of human heart, and this is a correct statement. So out of the given 4 statements, 3 statements are incorrect. So the correct answer for this question is option number 2. Let's proceed to the next question. Question number 149. Which of the following is not considered as component of tubular parts of nephron? Now we know that each nephron comprises of each nephron comprises of two parts, glomerulus and renal tubules. Renal tubules which extends from Bowman capsules. So the question asks that which of the given option is not a part of tubular part of nephron, and the correct answer is option number 3, that is glomerulus, because other three options PCT, DCT and loop of Henle are part of renal tubule or the tubular part of nephron. So the correct answer for this question is option number 3. So let's proceed to the next question. Question number 150. Read the following statements and select the correct option. And the very first statement is erythroblastosis fetalis occurs between Rh positive mother and Rh negative fetus after first pregnancy. Now what is this erythroblastosis fetalis? Erythroblastosis fetalis occurs due to Rh incompatibility, and it occurs when there is Rh negative mother and Rh positive fetus. Mother develop antibodies against the blood group of this fetus, and these antibodies will cross the placenta and start destroying the fetal RBCs. So this very first statement is incorrect, because this erythroblastosis fetalis, it occurs between Rh negative mother and Rh positive fetus, and the occurrence is during first pregnancy. So this is an incorrect statement. Our next statement is erythroblastosis fetalis can be avoided by administering Rh antigens to mother immediately after delivery of first child in all cases. And this is also an incorrect statement, because in order to prevent this condition, anti-Rh antibodies which are given to the mother and not these Rh antigens. Now let's discuss the options. The first option is both statements are correct, and this is an incorrect option. Only statement 2 is correct. This is an incorrect option. Only statement 1 is correct. This is also an incorrect option. And the last option is both statements are incorrect, and this is the correct answer to our question. So the correct answer is option number 4. Let's discuss our next question.